Hello everyone. Guys, a late night IC memo just dropped and it's igniting one of the fiercest debates yet over the America's immigration system. The Trump administration has ordered that millions of undocumented immigrants are no longer eligible for bond hearings. That means if you cross the border illegally or did so decades ago, you could be locked up indefinitely while fighting deportation in the court. So, guys, what does this memo really means, and why does it target the immigrants, and why are critics calling it one of the most harshest immigration crackdowns yet? So, guys, let's break down what's happening and what it means for the families and communities across the country. The new order comes straight from Todd Loynes, the acting director of Immigration and Custom Enforcement, and it's crystal clear. Immigrants who enter the US illegally must now be detained for the duration of their removal proceedings. So, guys, if you don't follow immigration law closely, here is what that means. When someone crosses the US Mexico border illegally, they can be arrested and placed in deportation proceedings. But until now, many were eligible for a bond hearing, a chance to convince an immigration judge to let them out of detention while they wait for their day in court. For many families, that bond hearing is the difference between being locked up in an IC detention center for months, sometimes years, or fighting their case at home with their kids, their jobs, and their community. Now, under this new memo, that bond option is gone for millions of people. IC offers are ordered to hold people in detention for the entire legal process, which can drag on for months or years because immigration courts are massively backlogged. So, guys, who does this affect and who does get affected? Immigration law says that a policy could apply to millions of people, not just new arrivals crossing the border today, but also people who came across years ago under previous administrations and are still waiting for their cases to be resolved. Supporters of the policy say it's about enforcing the law and stopping what they call catch and release. The argument is very simple. If you detain everyone until they are deported or win asylum, fewer people will cross the border illegally in the first place. That's been a core promise of Trump's immigration agenda from day one. A hardline approach that he says protects American communities and jobs. But critics call this a cruel, extreme, and a huge burden on the taxpayers. Keeping someone locked in an IC facility costs about $150 to $200 per person per day. So, guys, multiply that by tens of thousands of people detained for months or years, and the cost skyrockets. Then there is the human toll, such as families separated from their dear ones, parents locked up far from their kids, communities losing workers and neighbors overnight. Civil rights groups argue it violates basic due process, saying everyone should have a change and chance to argue for release if they don't pose a threat. Online, the backlash has been fierce. Many commenters call the policy fascist and question who benefits, pointing to private prison companies that profit from keeping detention centers full. So, guys, what happens next? Immigration attorneys are almost certain to challenge this policy in court, arguing it violates the Constitution and Supreme Court precedents on indefinite detention. If lawsuits move forward, and they will, the battle could decide just how far a president go to lock people up while they wait for their day in the court. For now, the IC has its marching orders: detain first and release never. It's a seismic shift in immigration policy, one that will reshape the lives, families, and communities for years to come if it holds. So, guys, what do you think on this? Is this necessary border enforcement or a dangerous step towards mass deportation for millions? Should undocumented migrants have the right to a bond hearing, or should they stay in detention until they are sent home? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and I would love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to subscribe for make more breakdowns on the biggest stories that shape our country. Thank you so much for watching. Stay informed, stay thoughtful, and I will see you guys in the next video.